Hey everyone, my name is Leonard Irwin from leonardirwin.com. The reason I'm making this video today is because I wanted to talk to you about freedom. Yesterday, July 1st, is Canada Day here in my home country. I love being a Canadian. I love the freedoms that we have, that we get to think, walk, move, go anywhere we want, celebrate who we are. I mean, we've got probably 20% of the natural resources of the whole world, probably less than 5% of the population. We have an abundance of water here. We have an abundance of love, of feelings, of freedom to express ourselves. And yet, a lot of people are stuck in their lives. I know I used to be that way. I just want to talk to you about, I'm just trying to relate freedom, the freedoms that I have here in my home country. I'm going to change this a little bit so you can see me. The freedoms that I have here as a Canadian, and the freedom I have inside my heart, my mind. Because really, if you're stuck, I want to show you something I wrote a little while ago. About 2 weeks ago, I had this huge personal crisis, at least I thought I did. And I was in a depressed state for about 3 days. And I had not felt that way since high school, before high school, which is a long time ago for me. I had this crisis, and like the morning that it happened, like about an hour after that, I was checking my email, and this friend of mine said, "Leonard, how's it going?" That just threw me to a tizzy. I didn't know how to respond. I was locked up. I was imprisoned in my own thoughts. This is what I wrote back to him. Ooh, let me just make sure you can see it. Why can't my life be better? That was it. I wrote back, why can't my life be better? I thought everything about my life was terrible. Now, it wasn't true. See, I was coming from a place inside myself that said that my life wasn't good, which is the way that I've been most of my adult life. And a couple of years ago, I found a way to live from the inside out, that life happens from the inside out, that our thoughts are like projections on a movie screen. And most people, I believe, do what I do, or did, which is, I thought they were real. That there's nothing I could do. That was it. It's not true. Once I understood that life comes from the inside out, guess what? Boom! Life changed for me. I was able to triple my income in less than 2 years. And in less than 2 years, I got married, which is something I never thought I would do. Found a woman who loves me. I actually could love myself. I could put old things behind me. I could reach out to my parents and love them. I could love myself. I could see how I was making my life. How I was the one, I was the creator, I was the director, I was the producer, the director, the actor, the sound man, the cameraman. I was all that. I was the whole crew in my life. And guess what? Before I heard about this inside out understanding of living, I thought everything out there was going to make me different. I mean, the economy, my parents, which was my wife, who before that was my girlfriend, my brother, my job, my boss, my neighbors, anything. My 2 cats. It's not true. You are the one person that can create everything in your life. I had an email the day after I posted this as a note to my friend. No, I can't make it. It's too hard. I'm just going to read this from someone called Jacob Sokol. He's a coach in the U.S. I think he's in New York, actually. Hey, Jacob, if you're watching this. And this really spoke to me the day after I had this meltdown. I just mean, I was up here, and I just went into a deep depression. Something I had not experienced in probably over 25 or 30 years. It's like being back in high school. that slide is one of the best things that happened to me because it allowed me to really see in real time while I was making up my life, to really get what I want to share with you, how I was making it all up in my head. This is what I got on my Facebook feed from Jacob Sokol. I don't know if he said it or he's quoting someone. Let me read it to you because it spoke to my heart. And amidst the everyday insanity, can you recognize the spaciousness between you and your thoughts, story, and seeming circumstances? Can you find the glimmer of awareness reflecting that your reality isn't real, really real, unless you say it is? Find it, and you've found freedom. There's a space, a pause in our thoughts when our mind isn't going like this, which, you're on the hamster wheel, you're going round, round, round. And I don't know anybody that hasn't been on the hamster wheel, but once you understand that the hamster wheel isn't, sometimes the hamster wheel is going to be fast or slow. You don't have to be on it. Your thoughts are going to go up and down like a barometer, it measures air pressure or the temperature of the day. It changes throughout the day. That's the state of your thoughts. It goes up and down. It's going to go fast or slow. Part of it is the experience of being a human, that we get to experience those things. I believe we are spiritual beings having a human experience. The point of this video is you've got the freedom to choose. You got the freedom to say, hey, that's not real. And to really just slow down, really step back. Once you do that, can I really tell you how to do it? Well, you do it naturally. You go for a walk. You're all revved up. You go for a walk. You go for a bath. You might go, I know some guys that smoke a cigarette, maybe have a beer, sit and watch a TV, but it's just, or take a nap or go to bed. At some point, your thoughts are way up here. Over time, there's this natural mechanism in the mind that clears it out. Let me give you, I think it's a bit of a funny example. I was raised on a farm. Part of my job was to clean out all the cow manure, all the cow poop, out of the barn, out of the stalls. It stunk. Imagine our thoughts or that manure. That's the stuff that we don't really want, but surrounds us. Me moving it, like me just taking a pitchfork and throwing it up, I was the person that was moving it. I was the mechanism that cleaned the stall. Stall in the story is your mind. The manure are the bad thoughts. And me as a kid moving it is the mechanism that I talk about that's always working, slows our thoughts down, that returns us to a state of equilibrium, state of evenness, state of calm. That's what we're born with. Limitations are what we learn. You are not limited by your thoughts. You have the freedom to choose. You have the freedom to do whatever the hell you want. I just want to put this out there. I want to serve you by giving you this video to think, make you think, get you to think, to accept that maybe he knows what he's talking about. If you're not sure, give me a call. I'm going to put this on Facebook. Send me a private message through Facebook. Or go to my website, which is www.leonardirwin.com. That's www.leonardirwin.com. See what I'm doing up in the world. Have fun. Peace out, everyone.